Alright guys, do you ever get one of those days where you just want to do something, you know? And I just fancy making pickled shallots. So I looked at mine and they're ready to pick, but they're going to be a little bit green. So I went down Tesco's, as you do, and I tell you what, I bought some. But this is 250 grams. Do you know how much they were? 70 pence. What's that, about a US dollar for you guys over there? It almost makes you wonder, is it worth growing your own? You know, they're good ones, you know. 70 pence, so for £1.40, I got 500 grams of shallots. So anyway, I was going to skin them and salt them. I'm going to double dehydrate them again this year, because that was so successful last year. This is where I'm going to do salt today, sugar tomorrow. So now, if I remember correctly, the best way I found of doing these was to cut them nearly right through, topping and tail them sort of thing, then use the end. Now this worked last year, so probably a different way this year. Yeah. There we are, yeah. I reckon, you know, different types of shallot have different ways of peeling them. Right, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to fine tune my technique. Because I'm sure they were better off dry last year. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go look at the old video, you know. Well, that'll learn me, won't it? How can I expect you guys to watch my videos when I don't even watch them myself? I went back in, looked at how I did them last year, and the verdict was they were better off in boiling water. So I've just got the kettle on. I'll dump these in here. Oh, let's get the kettle out of the way. Nothing like being organised, Steve. And I'm nothing like being organised. Right. Here we go then. Couple of minutes, I shall drain them. And just like last year, the water's going yellow and they're bubbling. Oh, I don't know. I got the memory of a sieve, I tell you. And speaking of which, I need a sieve in a minute. Oh, look. It's coming off. Oh, I don't know. I may amaze myself sometimes. Right, let's get going. Production line. And quite amazingly, just like last year, the longer they're wet, the easier they are to peel. Oh dear. What I might try next time is rubbing the outer layer of skin off first. Because these last few I'm doing now are their second time round, but then again, if they'd have been soaking longer, they'd be first time round, I suppose. There we are, all done. Right, let's get this out of the way. There we are, out the way. Right, and all we're going to do now, there's not too many in there, was about, well, I'd say 500 grams, enough for a couple of jars. All I'm going to do is about a tablespoon of salt, which is 3 teaspoons, probably a bit less actually. Doesn't matter because it doesn't go into the shallots. You're going to wash it off tomorrow. There we are, then I'm going to cover that and then keep it in the fridge overnight. See you tomorrow. Okay guys, it's the day after the day before. Our dad used to say that, weird saying. It's been 24 hours. And they've been salted overnight. So we can save that for later. I'll get a new piece. And I don't know if you can make it out, but there's quite a bit of water in there. Not as much as with my own shallots, but I think my own shallots were greener, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I'm going to go and wash these off, give them a good rinse in, come back and sugar them. There they are then, all rinsed. And back in the bowl. There's a couple of spoons. Sugar's gone. Oh. There's a couple of spoons of sugar. Like I say, it doesn't matter how much you use because it gets washed off anyway. It does not soak into them. So three. Three would be 2 tablespoons. There we are. And this modern cling film is about as much use as a chocolate fire guard. Yeah, in the old days that used to stick to everything. Anyway, so in the fridge we're at another day, and tomorrow we'll start pickling. Well, I'll say one thing for this pickled onion method. It's quite slow, takes a couple of days, but I think it's worth it because we've got just as much water come out now with the sugar as we did yesterday with the salt. So I can go and strain these off, come back and get on with it, eh? Okay then, that's those strained off. So I'm going to put those to one side while we go through the rest of the ingredients. Now, I've got my sterilised jar in the dishwasher, give it a good washing. Oh, and what I do then is leave a bit, it sealed itself, look. About 4 or 5 mil of water in the bottom and just stick it in the oven at 105 just so the water starts boiling, it sterilises it. Right, so we don't need that just yet. Right, what we got then? About 50 grams of sugar. This is just golden granulated. And half a teaspoon of all the spices. We got coriander seeds, mace, bay leaves, I can't see them back to front, black peppercorns, cloves, 4 or 5 cloves, don't want it to be too overpowering, yellow mustard seeds, did I say bay leaves? Yeah, and I'm using white wine vinegar. It's got a little bit higher acidity than normal vinegar. This is 7%. Anything above 6 is safe for pickling with. You get away with ordinary malt vinegars, they just probably won't last so long. But now this is the one. Now this is my box of chilies, and I can't decide which chili to put in. I've got none of my own yet. There's a couple growing, mind, I can see them. So I'm going to read these out to you. And American. These are all from the Chilies on the Web. Fantastic company. American red chili. West meets East at the dinner table. 3 out of 5 chilies on that. Chipotle, pecan smoked chipotle. That's not a bad one. I like that one. As you can see, there's not many left. Ancho grande chili. One chili. Oh, the chipotle is one chili rating. Sweet smoky chili. Instruction sheet. De abol chili. 3 chili rating. Mexican cayenne. What's next? Cascabel chili. That's a big one now. I'm going to save that for another dish. Nutty flavour with a deep dye, and it rattles too. Oh yeah. Chipotle, did I say ancho grande? I can't remember now. Anyway, yes I did. That's it, it will fall apart. Right then. Guillo chili. One chili rating, tannic fruity chili. These are very, very nice. And the way you cook with these, you open them up. I'm going to pack it up. Take the seeds out and you dry fry them to release the oils. And a lot of these big chilies are like that. So that's a maybe. It's a bit big though, isn't it? Mulatto chili. That's the same again. You dry, and that is, it's rubbery, look. That's a dark, sweet and licorice flavour. No, that's not, I'll tell you what, put that to one side, I might have that one. Cherry chilli, fruity paprika sweetness. 2 chilli rating. Yeah, not sure about that one. Did I say pasilla? I can't remember now. Sweet raisin flavour, 1. Trying to keep my hand in here and it's moving. Mexican chilli. This one is Poya Jinta. That's a 2 chilli rating. Mexican chilli taken to China in the 1800s. Yeah, not sure about that one. Sichuan Facing Heaven chilli. Fruity flavour. Add more Sichuan fire. So that's a maybe. That's a 1 rating as well, so that's a maybe. Vietnamese chilli. Ooh. Just says Vietnamese chilli. Vietnamese cayenne. That's a 3 chilli rating. I think that's a little bit warm. Yeah. Yidu chilli. It's another big one, isn't it? Hot cayenne from the Orient. 3 chilli rating. Tells you how to say this one. Xian Horn. 2 chilli rating. That's not a bad one. That's quite small. That would fit in. I'm only going to use 1, look. So that's a 2 chilli rating. So that's a possibility. Now I'm telling you now, this one is not going in. This is a Nag Buttajulika chilli. 5 chilli ratings, and not only is it 5 chilies, they even got little fire symbols on top of the chilies. Legendary 1 million plus Scoville heat unit chili. Yeah, that started a revolution, so I'm going to leave that one. So where we get to now, we're down to 3. I ought to do a poll really and see which ones you're going to make me have. Shanhorn, that looks a nice one. That's your classic looking chili, isn't it? And the Sichuan Heavenly Facing. 2 and a 1. It's got to be a 2, hasn't it? Yeah. And the mulatto. I'll save the mulatto. Mind you, I would like that licorice in there. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a bit off. Right. Yeah, so we're going for the Shanhorn. Yep, there we are. Shanhorn. Right. Okay. I used to be indecisive. Now I'm just not sure. How many times have I said that? Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to dry heat these. So, and the chilli wants to go in last. Let's get the vinegar ready. Oh, this posh bottle, look, you've got to tear the seal off. Who's this one by? Philippe Berriot. Right, that's ready. Okay then. Yeah, let's get them all in there, I suppose. So, 2 bay leaves. 2. I'm going to put them in that box when I've done, so I know I've used them. Coriander seeds. Let's get the heat on. 1/2 tablespoon, like I said. Don't want them. 1/2 tablespoon of yellow mustard seeds. Roughly. Like I said, it's not exact, is it? The time you do this wrong is the time you have the best ever pickles. Mace in a minute. Black peppercorns. God, they smell hot even before I use them. Cloves, like I said, 4 or 5 of those. I'm not a great clove fanatic. Which reminds me of my childhood for some reason. And then the mace. Just a couple of pieces of mace. That'll do. Right. Yeah, ooh, a lovely smell. You can smell that mace. Cool. Well, let's find a nice chilli. Yeah. That's a nice looking one. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to break a bit of this one off. Oh, you can smell the licorice. That's a lovely one, that is. Mulatto. Okay, so we get those going. Just lightly toasting them, that's all we're doing. I bet that smells even better now. Oh, that's lovely. No, not going to eat it. So that'll do. They're not smoking, but they're warm, so I'm going to put all that in. There we are. Right, I'm going to put in, let's think now, what's tablespoon is 15 grams, isn't it? So, yeah, two tablespoons. I'll do 30 odd grams, that'll do. And as soon as that sugar's dissolved, we're done. So I'll just leave that, and I'm going to pack the jar with the shallots. Some recipes, they say dry the shallots, but why? They're going to go into a wet solution. Not too bad, could have done with a few more, but there you are. Well, that's dissolved now. We don't want it to boil, so we're not trying to cook the onions. So I was going to try and gently pour this in if I can. Oh, that was a good guess. Excuse the bottom of my pan while I'm doing this. I don't want to waste any. There we are then, guys, nice and simple. And I will be doing a taste test in about a month. Got to decide on what to call them yet. It certainly won't be Satan's shallots, because they're not going to be that hot. What if I would taste a bit of the liquor? Just have a quick. Let's get the chilli underwater. Oh, it's a bit heat already. Right, think of a name. There we are, and guys, just a quick first pickle of the year. Right, let's put this lot away now. Yo! Yeah. Where's that, sorry? Oh, okay. Right. I might pop up there tomorrow or day after then. Yeah, yeah. Oh, cheers, mate.